Hello everyone, I'm Marianne Lee from Fantasy Alarm, and here are 5 surprising running back stats from the 2017 season. Number 1. Todd Gurley led the league with 2,093 yards from scrimmage and 19 total touchdowns, 13 rushing and 6 receiving. He is only the third player in NFL history with at least 2,000 scrimmage yards, 10 or more rushing touchdowns, and 5 or more receiving touchdowns. Now, one is clearly Gurley, and the other two are O.J. Simpson and Marshall Faulk. Both are in the Hall of Fame. And I'll leave it at that. Number 2. According to Pro Football Focus, Alvin Kamara had the best elusive rating of all the running backs who played in at least 25% of their team's offensive snaps. His score was 108.5. That was 12.2 points higher than the second place rating, which was held by Kenyon Drake. Kamara forced 57 missed tackles on 201 touches. However, of all the running backs who played in at least 50% of their team's offensive snaps, it was actually Dion Lewis who had the best elusive rating in the league at 73.2. He forced 49 total missed tackles on 212 touches. Number 3. The following running backs finished the season with 1,000+ rushing yards: Kareem Hunt, Todd Gurley, Le'Veon Bell, LaShawn McCoy, Mark Ingram, Jordan Howard, Melvin Gordon, Leonard Fournette, and C.J. Anderson. Yeah, C.J. Anderson. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that C.J. Anderson may have had the quietest 1,000-yard season in NFL history. And on top of that, this is the only time he's ever hit that mark. And just nobody's talking about it. Number 4, Todd Gurley scored 40 more fantasy points than the next best running back from weeks 14 to 16. And if you had Todd Gurley on your team, or if you went up against him, you probably already knew that, at least in here. However, the next best back was Le'Veon Bell, then Kareem Hunt, then LaShawn McCoy, and Melvin Gordon. However, for those of you that were scrounging, in Week 16, Giovanni Bernard and Bilal Powell both scored top 5 fantasy points, and they only had between 45 and 59% ownership in Yahoo leagues. And number 5, pass-catching running backs give fantasy players a higher floor, especially in PPR formats. Alvin Kamara led all backs with 81 catches for 826 yards and 5 touchdowns. Todd Gurley caught 64 passes for 888 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then Duke Johnson of the Cleveland Browns caught 74 passes for 693 yards, but only 3 touchdowns. But history was made this year because for the first time, a rookie running back had 80 or more catches and 5 or more receiving touchdowns at the running back position. And it happened twice. Obviously, one of those was Kamara, but the second one was Christian McCaffrey. You gotta get out there and play Draft Easy. It is so fun. It's an awesome new way to play fantasy. Go to fantasyalarm.com/drafteasy, enter the promo code ALARM, as you see below, all right down here, and Draft Easy will match your deposit up to $100. For Fantasy Alarm, I'm Marianne Lee. Stay in the know.